She had just said yes to Mark's proposal, and the next second, she shoved him off a cliff. It wasn't out of anger or heartbreak. It was because she suddenly realized this man wasn't human. Without a second thought, she ran. Panicked, she tripped and blacked out. Luckily, a couple on a hiking trip found her, but she didn't say a single word, which immediately raised red flags. Then she pulled out a knife. The couple grew tense, sensing something was off. But before they could react, the girl's eyes locked behind them, her face went pale. Mark, who had fallen off the cliff earlier, was back. Seeing him again, she broke down completely. The man realized this guy was dangerous and charged at him, but with one swing, his arm hit the ground. In just one slash, the man was sliced clean in half. Inside the cabin, the woman heard her husband's voice outside. She thought he had one, but when she stepped out and saw the scene, she screamed in terror and tried to run. Mark threatened the girl to come out of hiding, or he'd kill the older woman on the spot. With no choice, the girl stepped out, but Mark didn't keep his word. He drove a blade straight through the woman's skull. The girl rushed to stop him but was quickly knocked down. Blades sprouted from his arms as he roared, demanding to know how she discovered he wasn't human. Shaking, she said, "I found the cave." Earlier, she had stumbled upon a glowing blue cave, where she saw a pool of strange, sticky liquid. When she turned around, she saw Mark plastered against the wall. The real Mark, trapped inside. That meant the one beside her now was a copy, an alien replica. It didn't just copy his face. It copied his memories, his emotions, everything. Because Mark had loved her deeply, the clone couldn't bring itself to kill her, while it was lost in a haze of memories. She grabbed a branch and struck him hard, but he looked her dead in the eyes and said, "I am him now." Then he led her to the beach, claiming his spaceship was nearby. He promised to take her away from Earth. She pretended to agree. Then, when he wasn't looking, she pulled the knife from his belt and stabbed him in the heart, luring him into the ocean. The blood quickly attracted sharks, and Mark was dragged beneath the waves. She swam back to shore, returned to camp, and gulped down food to regain her strength. But her anxiety disorder suddenly flared up. She popped her last pill. Then out of nowhere, tentacles grabbed her from behind. When she opened her eyes, she was sealed to a wall, completely trapped. And at the other end of the room was the replica. But this time, it didn't look like Mark. It had taken her form. That's when it hit her. If it copied her body, did it also copy her anxiety? She began taunting it, pushing it to the edge, until its anxiety attack kicked in. While it struggled, she broke free from the wall, grabbed a rock, and bashed it over and over until there was nothing left. Finally, it was over, for now. She got in her car and headed home. But then, the radio crackled to life. "You really thought you could get away?"